Okay, I'm back again. Well, I say back again. I haven't actually been anywhere yet. I've carried on making this straight after the last one. I've got a couple more beers to hand and thought, you know what? I'm having a giggle looking at these videos, so let's just crack on with another one. And again, I have no idea what this video is. It's another one from Max, who says, watch this. And it's just titled D-Day Paratrooper Uniform. So, God only knows what we're going to see now. Let's hope it's another good one. Let's hope it's like the last one. The last one was good. I like that kid. So, what do we get? Oh, it looks official. It sounds ominous. Okay.
Hi, I'm Dieter Singer. I'm the Chief of Arms and Ordnance at the U.S.
Wait. So he's the Chief Arms and Ordnance U.S. Army Center of Military History. Okay. So, right. So, with a title like that, you'd think he'd know he at least needs a shirt and not a white t-shirt. I don't have much hope for this video. I think this is going to annoy me that the video looks like it's going to be done really well. You've got that nice banner across the bottom, you've got the text, you've got, it's ripped, there's stuff around. He's obviously got some good stuff. Although it doesn't look like it's part of this U.S. Army Center of Military History. He's wearing not a musette. He's wearing a Mae West for what reasons? He took his shirt off without taking the Mae West off. He's got a flashlight on his suspenders, I'm guessing. Wrist compass over his jacket. Yeah, not a lot about this makes much sense. Okay, yeah, this is going to be painful.
U.S. Army Center of Military History at Fort Belvoir, Virginia. What I'm wearing is basically what airborne paratroopers wore on D-Day on June 6, 1944. Starting at the top is my M1C paratrooper helmet with burlap, which breaks up the shape and contour of the shell. This has a unique chin strap, which was only used by airborne troopers.
Yes.
Next is the uniform itself. That's the model 1942 herringbone twill made out of cotton. And it had reinforced knees and elbows, as well as the pockets on the edges, because it wasn't very durable.
Yep, correct.
Aside from that, I'm wearing on top of everything, which...
But he didn't go into why that was done. I mean, it wasn't made like that originally. The 42 jumpsuit was made without all that reinforcing. The reinforcing was done by the riggers. Doing all the training jumps, the stuff in the pockets would just burst open, but there goes your contents. This stuff had to be fixed. So one set went off to the riggers, everything was reinforced for Normandy, and then you have reinforced M42s and, non-reinforced or standard.
Would also go on top of the parachute and reserve chute, which is the Army Air Corps life preserver vest. This was worn as airborne troopers were crossing the English Channel. Once they got on the ground, they would ditch the chute.
Right. So, I know you probably think I'm just picking holes in this for the fun of it. It's, this is a guy at a official place that's going to be talking to people, and he doesn't make sense. So he's on the ground in Normandy because he's got a cut up piece of his jump parachute around his neck, but he's wearing a Mae West and somebody's stolen his shirt. If you're going to do this, especially in a setting like this where you're going to talk to people and educate people, you've got to make sense what you're wearing. Not that I can put out the words properly to explain what I mean.
Ditched the life jacket as well.
Yeah, they would have thrown that away.
And
so
typically
why are you
cut
wearing
off a piece of the chute.
No. Oh, did you hear that word there? Typically cut off a piece of it. No, not typically. No. The odd couple did it. And the odd few later on in the market garden when they missed the chance in Normandy. Nobody typically did it.
Wear it as a scarf. Moving down further, I'm wearing two Mark II fragmentation grenades, as well as...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, for the eagle-eyed amongst you, that is the correct spoon, fly-off lever, whatever you want to call it. See the way it wraps around the piece at the front? This one ducks under and goes around. That's a later one. But, you know, it's post-war. But, yeah, you know, that's one of those. Does it matter? You could argue either way.
There's a flashlight here on my right side.
Very few guys got
and
flashlights.
I've got a airborne first aid kit. That had your morphine, a tourniquet, as well as some dressings.
Yeah,
and
which is good. It's not tied to a helmet and it is on the suspenders. So yeah, that's he gets a plus for that.
Small Carlisle bandage. On this side here, I've got a lensetic compass.
And that he gets a negative point for. What the hell's he doing up there?
Which was very effective, obviously, figuring out which way you need to go.
He is not an officer. Well, we don't know that because he's not wearing a shirt. He could be anybody. But he has a wrist compass. Enlisted men got wrist compasses. Officers got lensatic compasses, or lensetic, or however you want to pronounce it, which is worn on your pistol belt, not up there. That's weird. So what? He gets two compasses because he's special. Or maybe he's about to graduate as an officer. He's a senior NCO. What nonsense are you going to justify?
And since
this?
airborne troopers were jumping in the dark, on the wrist, you carried a wrist compass with a luminescent pointer.
That's how he's going to justify it, because it's at night.
On my left side here, I've got my assault gas mask. Now this was a rubberized carrier, which only...
I could be wrong here, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. The 3 poppers, I think, is later. Should have 4, or vice versa. I can't remember, but I'm sure somebody told me something along those lines.
The airborne troops received to keep it dry. On my right side and on my back, I've got my 43 collapsing entrenching tool.
Good.
Underneath this, I'm wearing my 10-pocket cartridge belt.
Oh, really? I mean, come on. The basics of your webbing. Suspenders, pistol belt. That's your building blocks. If you can't get those 2 things right, you have no hope. What's with the cartridge belts, guys? Come on.
Which could hold 80 rounds, as well as a bandolier with another 46 rounds. And on my right leg, I've got the M3 leg knife.
So, knife is in the right place. What's it held on with?
Which
Not
I
a
could
cock
use
strap, it's green. Well,
to cut the risers of a parachute, or basically slit somebody's throat. And on my back, I've got the Musette.
Can anybody see what's wrong here? What's that? He's got a starfish on his back. What the hell? Oh, just ignore the rope. It looks like a piece of shit. But some of the ropes did look like pieces of shit. So, you know, that's completely justifiable. The guys tied the ropes themselves. They were given a coil of wire. Coil of wire? No, they weren't. They were given a coil of rope. And then they fashioned it in somehow. You look at the original pictures. Look at as many pictures you can see of rope. Every single rope is coiled up differently. Different lengths, different thicknesses, different styles. Some guys have 2 ropes. Yep, believe it or not. They didn't all have 1. There's a picture of a guy on the plane. I think he's got a bazooka. And he has 2 ropes. You can clearly see he has 2 ropes as well.
Set bag and a letdown rope in case I got caught in a tree. To see these artifacts, or any from World War II, go to an Army museum and check out our website at www.history.army.mil.
Oh, well, I had high hopes at the start, and then as soon as I saw this, I mean, that is not an advert for this place. That's don't come here because the guy that represents us doesn't know his arse from his elbow. Wow. I mean, there's some nice items here, but no. Just no. Max, what have you done? Why did you send me this video? No, Max. God. that's just, at least it's only 10 minutes of your life that Max has wasted for everybody. Let's hope only one person watches this, then I won't, feel I've abused the world. There's nothing more you can say, really, is there? He's not a reenactor. He's just playing dress up for the sake of this advert, hopefully. No CC2, no shirt, stupid scarf. Oh, but he's not got a pistol. That's surprising. Okay, let's end this now, and I've still got lots of beer, so we'll crack on and do another one of these. Right, until next time, which will be in about 2 minutes.